Hey Star Fam, thanks for tuning in. We're here again today for another quick energy check-in using the Mystical Manga Tarot deck. Okay, so getting right into it. I do hope you're all keeping well. This is just going to be a quick general reading to see if we can get a bit of a snapshot to see what's going on with my Star Fam. As it's a general read, it might not resonate with everyone. If not, not to worry, I've got plenty other readings posted. Feel free to have a look through my channel. I'm sure you'll find something that will resonate with your situation. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the Devil. So, major arcana, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, although not necessarily, but this is the card representing Capricorn. But this could be some kind of temptation, some kind of habit, some kind of restrictions, as well as this could be some spicy nights. The devil can mean quite a few things, both good and bad. But yeah, let's see if we could get a little bit more information. See if we get a bit more context. Tell me more about this devil card. Are we just dealing with a Capricorn or... Alright, so this one was the next one to fly out. So we've got the Seven of Wands. Okay. Oops. And then we've got the Five of Swords. Okay. Then the Two of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups. Okay. And then the Eight of Swords. All right. Okay, so remember when I said that this could be about restrictions? Yeah, it looks like somebody might be feeling stuck about something here with this Eight of Swords. This kind of feels like a should I stay or should I go kind of dilemma, okay? Because, sorry, did I say Seven of Wands? I mean the Nine of Wands. Anyways, the Nine of Wands, let's just go through this. The Nine of Wands is traditionally it is the card of the wounded warrior, okay? And it's usually a card that represents not giving up. It's usually when it comes up, you're in a situation where you want to give up, but the advice is not to. Because even though, you know, it's a hard fight, you've gone through something, you've gone through some kind of struggle, you know, but it wasn't an easy fight, but you are the victor at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And so... traditionally, this is a card about not wanting to give up. Even though you're battered, you're bruised, and you want nothing but to give up, it's the don't give up card, okay? Because again, it's the wounded warrior. Traditionally, this is about the wounded warrior. You know what I mean? And it's, again, just... So it's like I'm almost getting the feeling that there's some kind of a situation where it's like you kind of want to give up on, but for some reason you haven't. This could be a toxic person, a toxic relationship that you've wanted. It's been difficult. It's been a hard run, but for whatever reason, you just don't want to quit. Now, I don't know if this is just because you've been manipulated or if it's just a sort of, you know, I almost want to say like you're addicted to this person. This could be some kind of codependency. You know what I mean? But I kind of get the feeling that it's for whatever reason you don't want to give up on whatever the situation is. This could be a job, this could be a relationship, you know, this could be a friendship, taking it as it resonates. But there's almost like an addictive, intoxicating quality about the situation. So it could be that you're stuck in a really bad job, but it pays really, really well. But, you know, everybody that you work with, they're all a bunch of jerks, you know, and it's not doing you any good. But again, the pay is really well, and maybe it looks really good on your resume. And even though it's not that fantastic for your mental health and you want nothing but to just quit, like, you know, it's like you don't want to give up because, you know, for some reason you're going to get something good out of this if you could just put up with it a little bit longer. You know what I mean? And for some of you who that's in a relationship, it's almost like, you know, this person isn't good for you, but it's like you just want to stick with it, stick with them in the hopes that they'll be able to change, that you'll be able to change them. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like, it's almost perfect if only they would XYZ. You know what I mean? It's like this person, they're almost my dream come true, except for, well, they do this, and that I really don't like. As if they're not small, petty things that you can overlook. You know what I mean? I get the feeling that this is like, this is toxic. This person has got some toxic individuals, because this devil wouldn't just, you know, this devil doesn't just turn up willy-nilly. You know what I mean? Saying that, it could also be that this person maybe is really neglectful to you. I mean, again, the devil is the card of Capricorn. So, I mean, one of these toxic traits could just be that this person is a workaholic and that you never get a chance to see them. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the point is there's some kind of, some kind of tension, if you will. Some kind of tension happening, whether it be a friend, whether it be a job, whether it be some kind of relationship. And it's like you want to give up, but you also just kind of want to hold on. You know what I mean? And again, I get the kind of feeling of going back and forth if you're in your mind, if you should stay, if you should go. You know what I mean? Again, let's taking it in order. We've got the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords could be about negotiation. Swords being about communications. These are, swords represent air signs, so it could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, although not necessarily. Sorry, we've also got signs out here. We've got our Capricorn, we've got fire, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We've got swords, so air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And then we've got, basically got everything on deck, really. We've got earth signs with pentacles, so Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn, and then we also have water signs with the cups, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So we've got everybody represented on the table, right? So again, don't worry when I say you know, it's not necessarily sign or gender specific. I mean, you can see we've got everybody on deck. But anyways, so the Five of Swords, this could be about negotiations. This could also be about gossip. You know what I mean? And some kind of like trickery, like outwitting somebody. As you can see, this person here comes out the victor, but it's almost like, even though it's 2 versus 1, right? It's almost like this person, instead of doing a duel, it's like they did like a challenge of wits, and he was able to outwit both of these people, you know, and ended up being the victor, and the victor of all their swords. As you notice, they've just dropped their swords. So you know what I mean? This could be some kind of trickery, some kind of, it could be gossip. You know what I mean? And I kind of get the feeling like this is how this person, this situation is making you feel. Whether, again, this is a toxic boss, toxic partner, toxic friend, whatever. It's like, this is the kind of way that this person is making you feel. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's almost like, again, almost like being tricked. You know what I mean? And it's like this person is benefiting off of your backs. You know what I mean? Kind of like how this devil is benefiting off the backs of these people. You know what I mean? So this could be like this person throws you under the bus a lot. You know what I mean? It could be gossip. It could be this person just talks bad about you behind your back. You know what I mean? But I kind of get the feeling that this is the kind of behavior. This is the kind of toxic, gossipy, backbiting, trickery kind of, you know what I mean? Manipulation kind of tactics that this kind of person, situation, boss, whatever, whoever this person is, how they relate to you, that's the kind of effect that they're having in your life. You know what I mean? And it's like, now you're at a point where you're kind of, with the Two of Pentacles, trying to decide what you want to choose. You know what I mean? The twos usually represent some kind of indecision or a choice that needs to be made. You know, and I kind of feel like with the Two of Pentacles in particular, this is about where you want to invest your money. Therefore, where do you want to invest? Maybe not just necessarily your money, but like your energy, your focus. You know what I mean? This could be, should I stay? Should I go? You know what I mean? Should I continue to invest in this situation, this relationship, this job, or should I branch out and invest on in myself and look for something different. You know what I mean? As you can see, this person, it's like they're trying to find some kind of balance. They're kind of juggling these two pentacles. You know what I mean? And some of you might be doing some kind of creative juggling of your finances. You know what I mean? Especially if this is a relationship and, you know, you're trying to slowly separate yourselves. You know what I mean? It could be, again, that this person might have done something to cause you money. And so now you're having to find creative means of coming up with some money. You know what I mean? But I kind of get the feeling it's like some of you're plotting an escape. You know what I mean? You're trying to balance your money in a way that you can escape, because, you know, in the background you've got these ships, you know, and yes, they are on some crazy rough weather. You know what I mean? And I kind of get the feeling that this is like you sort of trying to find up creative ways so that you can get out of the situation, you know, because it's like things have gotten a little bit too turbulent for you, you know, with this devil, and what this devil has been doing, possibly behind your back. You know what I mean? Or maybe to your face. Who knows? You know what I mean? Anyways, moving on, we have got the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups, again, is somebody who is walking away. So this could, again, actually be a physical move, as well as this could just be like you turning your back on a situation and just walking away. You know what I mean? Had enough. It's like, again, the eight cups that you have, it's not that they're terrible, although again I kind of get the feeling that if it's a devil situation, it's just a matter of you probably getting comfortable with the relationship or being comfortable with the situation, however it is. And again, like I said, if it's a job situation that you're walking away from, maybe the reason why you stayed in such a toxic environment is because, again, even though your boss or your coworkers or whoever, your clients, whatever, they're crazy and they do your head in, it's like you didn't want to give it up because you knew it would look good on your resume. You know what I mean? And it's like, but now that you've got all your cups lined up, your ducks in a row, your cups are all lined up, it's like, now you know it's time to go for your peace of mind. You know what I mean? For your own peace of mind, you know you've got to walk away from this situation. You know what I mean? Like, it's time. I kind of get the feeling that whatever this was, whatever this gossip was, whatever this argument, disagreement. Again, I did say this was about negotiation, so it could have been that you were trying to renegotiate a salary or something, and they were saying, you know, then the answer was a no. And so you've decided, you know, well, they're not paying me enough to put up with this crap, and so it's time to go. You know what I mean? But I kind of get the feeling that this is kind of, this situation, this last argument, this last finding out that they've been talking bad about you behind your back. Like, I kind of feel like this situation was what's finally caused you to kind of be like, you know what, I'm better than this. You know what I mean? And is kind of wanting you to walk away, right? Problem is, I kind of get the feeling that some of you still feel stuck about it. Some of you still feel stuck about it. You know? So for some of you, it could just be that this person is, you know, just so very manipulative that they kind of have you stuck in your own mind. Because the Eight of Swords is about being kind of stuck, yeah, in your own thoughts, in your own mind. You know what I mean? And it's very much about being restricted, feeling like you can't move, like you haven't got a choice, like you haven't got a say, like you're stuck in your circumstance, you know? And that might very well be the situation, especially if you're having to come up with the cash to leave, if you haven't got enough money to leave, you know what I mean? But don't worry, because I kind of get the feeling if you're in that situation where you can't leave as of yet, I kind of get the feeling that the most important part, which is deciding to walk away, that it's time to leave, you know what I mean? You know, that in itself is a first step. Even if you might not be able to physically take yourself out of the situation, like right here, right now, like if it's a relationship, maybe, you know, you can't just up and like, you know, leave the house, because that could be looked at as abandonment. You know, it could be that you got kids that you can't just up and walk away from, or whatever the situation. Maybe you just don't have the money to be able to just up and go and get a hotel or whatever, get your own place. And so for the moment, you're kind of stuck, right? But again, I kind of get the feeling that your mind's made up, though. Even though you might not actually be able to make a physical move right now, I kind of get the feeling that your mind's already made up. And again, I feel like you're stuck. You're sick of feeling stuck in this place. You know what I mean? I get the feeling that it's like, You're really starting to feel the weight of the pressure of this devil situation, relationship, whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like you're starting to realize that they've been pulling the wool over your eyes this whole time. You know what I mean? Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we've got the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is about charity. It's also about equal give and take, equality. And I kind of get the feeling that this is what you were looking for. Not necessarily charity, maybe, but definitely an equal give and take within your relationship. You know what I mean? And it's almost like you're sick and tired of this person, the situation, whatever, doing nothing but taken. You know what I mean? Like for some of you, it might be that you just are so desperate to leave that you are having to ask for help from family, friends, in order to get on your own feet. But I kind of get the feeling that this is like many things. This is like you just wishing that there was more equal give and take within this relationship. Again, if it's a job situation, all you wanted was your fair pay. You know, it's like because you feel like, you know, you're not getting paid well enough for some of you. Well, you're not getting paid for the amount of crap that you're getting put through. You know what I mean? For other of you, again, as I mentioned before, the only reason why you stayed was because of the pay. You know what I mean? But eventually now you're even just like, you know what? It's not even really worth it at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Especially if you're having to deal with a very toxic situation like this. So that can be many different things. But honestly, again, it could be about balance. Because again, we got the scales here. Libra scales. You know what I mean? So I get the feeling that this is it. You just wanted more balance. More equal reciprocation. Absolutely. I can totally understand that, you know? Relationships are supposed to be equal give and take. Or at least equal respect both ways. You know what I mean? Depending on what the situation is. What that toxic situation is. You know what I mean? But anyways, let us see if we can get an inspiring quote from the You've Got This deck, and then we will close this out. But I mean, don't worry, guys. Even again, as I say, even if you're still in a position where you can't exactly move at the moment, just the fact that you've already changed your mind, you know what I mean? And you've already changed your mindset, and you're now starting to make a decision, or you have made a decision, you know, to move away, to walk away from this. That is a big thing. Even if you're not able to actually physically make the move right now, at least you can start putting plans into motion. You know what I mean? You can start making plans and start putting those into motion. So for example, you can start applying for jobs or something. You know what I mean? Or again, you can start saving for a new place so that you can move. You know what I mean? So not to worry, you guys. Don't be discouraged. Just because you might not be able to actually physically get out of there right the second. You know, it doesn't mean, you know, just because she's stuck and she can't move doesn't mean she can't think. You know what I mean? Especially now that her eyes are closed, you know, kind of makes it easier for her to really focus on her thoughts. Right? Right? Bet nobody ever thought about that, right? So yeah, take this time. Use it wisely. Even if you can't move, you can still think and you can still come up with plans. You know what I mean? Because look, again, how she's got these chains around her, you know? It's like they're trying to chain her, even her thoughts and minds, but you really can't chain up thoughts, right? You can't stop people from thinking. You can stop them from moving, maybe, and from doing things, but you can't ever stop the mind from working, right? And it's like, again, maybe just this could work out really well for you in the end, because the longer they keep you immobile, I guess, is the more time you have to reflect and come up with a plan. Won't see that coming. All right, let's see if we can get any words of wisdom, words of advice, words of encouragement from a star fan with regards to this spread. And again, guys, don't be afraid. If you need some financial help, by all means, don't be afraid to ask, because again, the Six of Pentacles is also a card about charity, and it could be about the universe coming in on the clutch and providing you that help that you need. You know what I mean? So maybe ask around family, friends, you know, if you can stay with them for a bit or what have you, Oh, this is way too many, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm not going to take all of these. Alright, sorry, let's see if we can get any words of wisdom, words of encouragement. Alright, I'll take those. It's only 2. So, enjoy being yourself and you'll feel no need to copy others. And then, you are kind, clever, and brave. Absolutely. Don't let anyone ever think that you're not kind or clever or brave or any wonderful things. You know what I mean? Don't let anybody put you down. Basically, you know, and make you believe that you're less than and that you're incompetent and that, you know, no one else will want you or blah, 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 blah. Whatever this devil person will make you believe, right? So enjoy being yourself and you'll feel no need to copy others. Just enjoy being yourself. You know what I mean? Right. Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to leave this here for now. I do hope you enjoyed the spread. I hope it helped. If it did resonate, I hope it helped bring a little bit of clarity to your situation. If you enjoyed the spread, please be sure to like and subscribe so you can join the Soul Tribe. And as always, wishing you a copacetic Earth experience.